Hi guys, it's Mark with Canadian Retail Solutions here again. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about a question that has been fired at me more than once already this year. And it is, what do you do when vendors are late with their deliveries? As an example, you went to a show last season or 6 months ago and wrote a PO with a ship date of January 1st and a cancel date of January 31st. Let's say it's February 15th and the goods show up in your store. What do? The top three things that I recommend first is we assess whether we actually need those goods. There's a big difference between need and want. We don't want to risk bottlenecking our goods, meaning we're getting January goods in February. We're also getting February goods in February, but we have half the time to sell it in without some kind of benefit. So make sure that we really do need those goods. If we do, the second thing, ask for a discount. If those goods are 1 week late, we ask for 10% plus free freight. 2 weeks late, 20% plus freight. 3 weeks, 30%, 4 weeks, 40%, and start the discussion with the vendor there. Those should be good guidelines in getting some extra margin on those goods to assist in having to potentially mark them down to clear them out. 3, refuse them. If we don't need them and they show up and they didn't phone for permission to ship, ask them, call them and ask them what their preferred method is to have it shipped back, or ask them to arrange to have them shipped back for you. This should not be at your cost. Those goods were requested to be here in a specific window, and if they weren't and they didn't ask for permission, you should not be responsible for the cost to send them back. So I can't stress enough the importance of making sure that you have a ship date, and even more importantly, a cancel date on each and every purchase order you write. Whether it's a pre-book for 6 months from now, or it's a repeat order that you want now, make sure you have those dates. Otherwise, there's really no other way to hold our vendors accountable to adhering to the terms of a purchase order. What ends up happening? Cash flow. Cash flow suffers every time. Make sure that the first thing you protect is your cash flow. I hope that helps.